Yeah, thanks, Darius. We're really happy to be here, and we're really excited about this, and I'm sure it's going to be an awesome weekend. You want to take this?
I'm Danielle.
I'm Chelsea.
And we're just a couple of beach bums who love the earth and got sick and tired of finding the earth trashed.
Our parents instilled in us a great love for nature, and we grew up on the beach in Southeast Florida. Grew up cleaning the beaches with our parents and our dog, and every Saturday we'd be outside going camping or going to the beach, and we were always outside doing something good. We love the earth, and we clean up wherever we're out in nature.
We never thought we'd be here talking in front of a bunch of people, but after what we started to find, we knew we couldn't keep quiet. We knew we had to do something.
So when we were younger, the marine debris was just that, marine debris. And it was stuff from the marine industry, fishing gear, shipping and cargo industry. And it would take months for this stuff to accumulate on the beach.
And we would never find balloons back then. But now we can go to the beach and there'll be tons of crap waiting for us, and tons of balloons too. We can go back the next day, and sometimes there'll be a whole nother batch of garbage. It all depends on the tides and the winds. Some of this stuff comes from South and Central America, Africa, Europe, and some could have came from miles inland. It's estimated that 80% of the ocean garbage is land-based.
Like this octopus trap came from Africa. So a lot of this stuff washes ashore with the sargassum, and that could be because it was circulating out in the North Atlantic gyre before it washed ashore with the storm or the tides. And the North Atlantic gyre is where the Sargasso Sea is, and it's a really important place for juvenile species. They go there to feed, to grow, for shelter. And unfortunately, they're starting to eat our garbage too. A lot of people know about the Pacific garbage patch, but there's gyres in all of our oceans, and each gyre is accumulating garbage.
Filled with our trash.
So the Sargasso Sea, again, it's really important, and it's just building up all of this garbage that we're creating.
And that's where all the little animals go to seek shelter and feed, and they hang out here, and this is all where the plastic is too. And it might be less food or more plastic, but almost everything we find is chewed up by one animal or another.
These are all sea turtle bites. Here are everyday items that people might use. Animals are eating our trash, and even if you're not littering, this stuff can still end up out there if you're buying it at the store and just consuming it and throwing it out.
Even things placed neatly in the garbage can or recycle bin can still end up in the ocean and in someone's belly. And items people consume and toss without a thought can end up being a death sentence for many animals. You can use this item for 10 minutes, but it could still end up lasting longer than you or I. Could have been from you, it could have been from me, but it still ended up in the sea.
Holding some of this stuff in your hand really, you know, it makes you never want to buy this stuff again that's been bitten up by little baby sea turtles. And there's lots of alternatives out there. This stuff is really sad, it's really disturbing, but it's what motivates us to keep going and to try to find alternatives so we don't have to buy into this stuff and we can avoid plastic and styrofoam.
You can get reusable water bottles, coffee cups, bags, and even they have glass straws, bamboo toothbrushes. Just any way you can avoid plastic is a big help.
When you're out there and you really are aware of this stuff, you can realize how much stuff is actually in plastic and single-use styrofoam, and it's an insane amount. And once you are aware of it, you can make changes in your personal life to avoid it and become part of the solution.
Yeah. When we find stuff like this, we just think of how we can avoid it. We've started making our own toothpaste. You can make your own shampoo. There's all kinds of things you could do to avoid this plastic crap. And it's not just plastic we find. There's also been a huge increase in the balloon pollution. And it seems to coincide with social media. On Facebook and Twitter, people can organize an event, a balloon release event that can go worldwide in minutes. And it's really sickening. And this intentional mass littering is becoming very popular. This balloon right here has some sea turtle bites on it, actually.
There are a lot of organizations and groups that are bringing awareness to the colossal issue of plastic pollution. But when we started to look for information regarding balloon pollution, all of the sites were entities of the balloon industry encouraging people to release more balloons. And they say that they're environmentally friendly, that they burst into such small pieces spaced out so far apart that there's no harm to wildlife. And they even go as far to say that balloon pollution is a disintegrating issue. This industry spends millions lobbying to prevent laws to stop this senseless littering.
We knew their claims were untrue, so 2 years ago we created balloonsblow.org, a non-biased website with accurate balloon information to combat the balloon industry's lies. And soon after that, we created the Facebook page, and that's when things really started to blow up. People began contacting us all around the world and telling us what they were finding, same crap in their area.
So it's pretty much us up against this big industry. Our website has effects on wildlife. We have a rapidly growing photo gallery. We also have printable fact sheets and bumper stickers. There's a sample of alternatives that people can use that are environmentally friendly and ways people can help. Balloons Bow funding is mostly ourselves, well, mostly her. But, you know, we just do what we do and show people what we find.
What started as a website providing balloon information has turned into a group over 20,000 strong, educating people around the world. We both have full-time jobs, but we easily spend 7 days a week on Balloons Below.
So people have been sending us photos almost every day from around the world of balloons they find in every type of environment. And it's so many pictures that we could barely keep up with it.
Yeah. And balloon trash can land in the most remote and pristine places, from forests to glaciers, from beaches to swamps.
This is a global issue. Balloons harm wildlife, marine and terrestrial, domestic, and wild. This is why we started Balloons Blow. We do it for the animals.
And it's not just the sea turtles. Many people think that balloons are just a sea turtle problem, but as you could see, it's more than just the sea turtles.
Here in California, the bighorn sheep are actually being affected by balloons. During routine mortality investigations, the Department of Fish and Game, biologists have found everything from small latex fragments to whole bouquets of balloons impacting these animals' digestive tracts. And endangered desert tortoises are also being directly affected as well.
It's easy for many little kids to understand that releasing balloons is simply littering, but sometimes we can show these pictures to college students and big organizations, and they'll still go ahead with their plans to release balloons. It's pretty sickening, and they'll just dig their heels in. Some will just dig their heels in and quote the balloon industry's propaganda. Sometimes it's a pretty exhausting battle.
But a lot of people do realize the harmful effects, and they quickly find an alternative that will prevent stuff like this from happening.
We never thought Balloons Blow would come this far, and we'll see what the future holds. What started as just a family cleaning up the beach every weekend and hanging out has evolved to a nonprofit organization educating others around the world about the dangers released balloons cause and trying to encourage an eco-conscious lifestyle.
Our website now has a page on the deadly effects of sky lanterns, and we also have info pics that people can print and share. So many people have reached out to us from around the world. A lot of people routinely show our posts to their children, and they tell us stories about their kid that spoke up to a class that was going to do a balloon release, or about their 7-year-old that wants to go clean the park today, or how one simple email was able to stop a planned release. Just yesterday, we got a picture of a cute 3-year-old boy that wanted to dress up as a superhero for Halloween and go clean the beach to protect protect his animal friends. So it's really encouraging.
Found a huge pile of crap and a bunch of balloons,
too. But stories like this really do give us hope and strength to continue to spearhead this issue.
Our future plans include billboards and outreach groups and presentations for teachers. And one day we'd like to be able to travel around just cleaning up and spreading the word.
But again, this isn't about us. It's about protecting wildlife and the environment.
Yeah. We can't all do everything, but we can all do something.
Even though it's a huge battle, we're not going to stop until everybody knows. Balloons blow, don't let them go.
And we have tons of marine debris if anybody wants to
Yeah, if anybody
check
has any other questions or wants to check out some more.
Oh, yeah, we have some time for questions, actually.
First of all, I really commend you for such a huge undertaking. This is not a simple stuff. Since you started, did you get any sponsor support? Because this is big, as you can see.
Not yet. We're not really big on promoting or self-promoting.
Yeah.
So the 20,000 people that we do have just kind of have found us through, looking it up by themselves online, and other people doing kind of outreach for us, I guess. But maybe seeing our bumper stickers out there. But right now we don't have any huge funding, but we're still getting there. And
how long it's been that you've been working on it?
It's been 2 years.
2 years since we started. Yeah.
Since the website and everything, but obviously we've been doing it for
It's been a long time coming.
Yeah, but
I commend you for this great job.
thank you. Does anybody else have any questions? Okay, well, we have lots of marine debris if anybody wants to check it out.